What is going on, guys? My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today bringing you guys episode 8 of my 2-week Titan series. So we're sitting at 4,259 trophies right in the center of Titan 3, but we're only 141 trophies away from hitting Titan 2, and if we could do that, that would be amazing. So let's go ahead and raid some bases and see if we can run into a couple of whales and try to get as many trophies as possible. And the first base that I found right here actually had somewhere around 55 trophies available, so definitely another huge base. And let's not mess this up and try to get as many trophies as possible. So I'm going to start dropping my troops on both sides of the base. Again, I like to split it up just a bit to make sure I can get 50%. That's why I put a golem on the other side, as well as a couple of wizards to take out a couple of buildings. But most of the rest of my troops already have made their way to the center, and they're going to start doing work on the rest of the base. So I freeze the single target Inferno Tower. Looks like things are going pretty well so far. King's on the right-hand side, but my troops should come together in just a second, and I have pretty much all of my firepower in the center of the base, and I'm already nearing 40%, so things are looking really good. And yeah, I think we should be set for this raid. So 46%, 47%, obviously nothing left inside of that clan castle. 50%, town hall should go down in just a second. And for a moment, I actually thought I had a chance to get 3 stars on this base. So I was looking and hoping I would be able to do it. Unfortunately, I didn't have another golem on the left-hand side to protect my queen, so I had to activate her ability, and she's going to get shot down by the cannon in the archer tower. And then my king, P.E.K.K.A, and a couple golems are going to do their best on the right-hand side, but unfortunately, just not enough firepower, and I was actually pretty close to getting 3 stars in this base. So not too bad at all, 77% against a whale like this, and 33 trophies stolen, which is amazing, and definitely a gigantic offer that's, yeah, absolutely insane. Don't really need to talk too much more about that. So next base here looks like we found someone inside of Titan 2. Pretty similar base design to some bases I've attacked before, except this one's a little bit different. And he actually has not a lot of defenses on the very top, so it's going to be hard to get my troops to go in the same place. But anyways, I'm going to try it out. I should be able to at least get 50%, and let's see where we go with this raid. So I dropped my wall breakers perfectly. That worked out really well. I'm going to go ahead and start dropping some of the rest of my troops. Drop my first jump spell on the right, and my second jump spell on the top left. And watching my troops move, it looks like all of my golems actually went to the left-hand side, which is pretty bad. I wanted at least one of them to hop over the top and go to the town hall, but unfortunately, I think I destroyed those archer towers too fast in the very beginning, and because of that, my queen sort of just left by herself to fight that lava hound, and she is going to have to pop her ability, and after she destroyed these lava pups, I don't think she has enough firepower to get into the base. So we're sitting at 42%. At this point, I wasn't really worried about getting 50, seeing as I have so many troops on the bottom because none of them went to the center, but definitely a little bit disappointing that I couldn't get into the center and to take out that town hall. Again, this guy was a pretty big whale, and if you guys don't know what a whale is and why people always call it that, that's like a really big trophy offer. And this was actually the first whale that I only got 1 star against, and I wasn't able to pull out the 2nd star against him. So it's going to cost me a couple trophies. Again, I didn't lose the raid, which obviously is the most important part, but not getting 2 stars against bases like this is pretty crucial, seeing as you only run into maybe 3 of these bases a day. So I stole 16 trophies, which means I left another 16 trophies on the table by not getting that 2nd star, but still, I'll take 16 trophies whenever I can get it. And let's go ahead and check out this next base right here. All right, so it looks like I'm matched up mano-a-mano with another guy inside of Titan 3, and let's see if we can destroy him by first of all dropping a couple of wall breakers. That worked out really well, and then I'm going to drop my 2nd jump spell on the top left and my 3rd jump spell in the center. So even though this guy's base is different than a couple of the bases we've seen before, I'm pretty much using the same strategy every single time. Whenever someone has sort of a square-shaped base with compartments on the outside and then one main giant compartment in the center, I'm just using wall breakers to destroy one side, a jump spell on the second side, and then an additional jump spell in the center. And if I fail with the wall breakers, it's not really a big deal because, like I've said before, my queen should be able to shoot over the top. So I'm going to drop my my second jump spell right now, activate my king's ability, which I did a little bit too late, but still, things are looking okay. I froze the single target Inferno Tower, and my troops should start making their way to the center. So 1 golem's going to the center right now. Queen's going to swing over in just a second, seeing as the rest of my troops are destroying stuff on the left and the right-hand side of the base. And a queen's going to slowly but surely take her time, even though there are some skeleton trap troops in there, as well as the Barbarian King. A lot of the skeleton traps are actually going to get distracted by the golem on the bottom. We're sitting at 46%, still have my queen shooting down some buildings, and again, I always keep those 2 archers just in case I need to drop them at the end of the raid, and I'm just going to go ahead and drop those guys on the right-hand side. So Queen's going to wrap it up top, as well as my golems are going to destroy that air defense on the bottom. 52%, 2 stars against this base, and that's going to give me a pretty respectable 13 trophies against this guy inside of Titan 3. So I'd say pretty solid raids today. I didn't get a lot of raids, but the raids I got were pretty big offers. I ended up at 4,340 trophies, and I'm only 60 trophies away from hitting Titan 2. I didn't know I would actually be climbing this fast. I've had some pretty good days recently, and if we check the local US leaderboards, you can see I'm starting to move up a little bit. I'm trying to show you guys every episode now how far I'm moving up. I'm currently in 626th place on the US leaderboard. So yeah, things are pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with my progress so far. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. Again, sorry I couldn't include more raids. I really just didn't find that many, but I'll see you guys tomorrow with the next episode. Peace out.